Yo, what's up, WrestleTube? It's Ronin Wrestling back with another video for you guys. So for today, Raw on Netflix is just around the corner. I thought might as well be the best time to make some predictions. So we're going to be predicting the entire show, things that are already announced, matches that are already announced, appearances, and then also some things I think might happen during the show. Some returns, some surprise appearances, maybe a match or two thrown in. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. So firstly, I want to talk about all the confirmed appearances that we're going to be getting on the show. We got Cody Rhodes confirmed for the show, Bianca Belair, I believe Logan Paul will be there, Gunther, am I forgetting anybody? I have a list. Travis Scott is going to be there, and John Cena. So I'm going to take you guys through those appearances, confirmed appearances, and say what I think will happen with them. We'll first start with John Cena. That's the big name on the marquee. I think for John Cena, he's probably going to announce his entry into the Royal Rumble. I don't think it's going to be anything too serious. I don't think he's going to get thrown into a feud right away. Overall, he's going to be just trying to promote WWE, himself in general, the shows he's going to be on upcoming, I'm sure, including Royal Rumble, like I had said. But I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy. So it's going to be good to see him, but it's going to be slow before we get back into him having any big rivalries in the WWE. The next appearance I want to talk about here is going to be Logan Paul, which I'm actually going to fit in with a Gunther appearance. I think maybe Gunther goes out to the ring. He introduces himself to this new audience as their champion of Raw, the World Heavyweight Champion. This dominant beast of a man, and then we have Logan Paul come out and kind of challenge for that title. I think maybe even for Royal Rumble, I could see that happening. I could also see Logan Paul coming out and saying, hey, watch yourself because I'm going to win that Royal Rumble, and also announce himself just like John Cena for the Royal Rumble match. Could definitely see that happening. But I do think those two are going to be linked together. They had that pre-show, that like kickoff, that Raw Netflix kickoff, and Logan Paul made it pretty clear that he wanted to be like a big boy champion. So putting him right into a feud with Gunther and having him get slapped around a little bit would be very entertaining for all of us folk watching. So I think that's what they'll do with those two. As far as Travis Scott goes, I think he'll probably have a musical appearance. Just kind of play Fiend or one of his other big songs. And then after that, probably do something like, well, I guess he was given that hardcore title by Triple H. So maybe if like Bad Bunny comes out and is like, I'm going to challenge you for your hardcore championship. I don't know. Something fun like that would be cool. Also bring a lot of eyes to the product. If not, they could just have him play his music, and then maybe, Dominic Mysterio comes out and he's like, oh, like cut that crap off. And then, Travis Scott hits him with some kind of finishing move. I don't know what it would be, but yeah, I think that would be the best way to make the segment completely entertaining. Obviously, people are going to tune in to see Travis Scott perform a song anyways. So you might as well add a little bit of wrestling into it rather than just having him on the stage singing. So I think that's how they're going to use Travis Scott on the day one of Raw. As far as Cody Rhodes goes, I don't think he's going to have a match of any kind, but I think he's going to show up and talk about that rivalry with Kevin Owens and build to that match at Royal Rumble that they have coming up, that ladder match. So it's not going to be anything crazy for Cody Rhodes. He's going to get a big pop anyways, so just have him roll out, do a promo, maybe have Kevin Owens come out at the top of the ramp, say, hey, I am the champion, actually, and then move on from there. But either way, it should be entertaining. Cody Rhodes on the screen is always pretty entertaining, so looking forward to that. And then finally, we have a Bianca Belair appearance that's been confirmed. Now, I don't know how they'll do this. I think the best way to showcase her would probably be to put her in a match. Other than having a match, maybe they could try to further the Jade Cargill storyline, who had attacked her and stuff. Maybe we even find out who had done it, even though that's more of a SmackDown thing. But yeah, That's going to be the appearances, and now we're going to head on to the matches themselves. All right, now first match I want to talk about here is going to be Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. I think this match is going to be pretty good. It'll probably further the storyline between Drew and the whole bloodline and CM Punk and his hateful revenge on anyone who touches that corner of WWE. It'll probably end in a Drew McIntyre victory if I had to guess, but I could also see maybe like all of the people that Drew's been trying to get after coming out and helping Jey get the victory here. I don't know what they're going to build to with this whole rivalry. Not like it's a one-on-one rivalry. It's kind of like him versus like a bunch of people. I don't know what end goal is here. Maybe to have another Roman Reigns match. They've already done the CM Punk thing, so I highly doubt they'll go back to that quickly. So should be a good match either way. New audiences getting exposed to Jey Uso as like one of the top guys in WWE as far as baby faces go, and then getting to see Drew McIntyre as one of the top guys as far as heels go. So should be a good match. But yeah, I think Drew McIntyre is going to win it. Next up, we have the Women's IC Championship match. This match is the inaugural. Sorry, I have a tough time saying that word, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The first IC champion, Women's IC champion. It's going to be Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. Should be another entertaining match, but I was really hoping to see either a Damage Control final or Zoe Stark versus Io, and we didn't get either of those, which is fine because I think these two are really good in-ring workers, so it should be a good match. But as far as like stories go, I was kind of looking forward to seeing something like that. As far as who's gonna win, I think they're gonna go with Lyra Valkyria here. She would be a perfect first Women's IC champion. Her in-ring work is phenomenal. That match she had with Io Sky, by the way, that was like one of the best women's matches of the year, and it was like on the last show. It definitely should get its flowers. That match was amazing. Had the crowd chanting, "This is awesome," the whole time. So I think Lyra is going to be bringing out the victory here, and then she could go on and challenge some heel, or a heel challenge her after she wins it. Next, I want to talk about Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, another big women's match on this card. We've seen this match like 2, 3, 4 times already now, but each time it's been entertaining for me at least. So I wasn't all that bummed when we found out we were getting another one here. I do think Rhea Ripley is going to end up winning this match. I don't think they have much more juice in this rivalry, unless they want Liv Morgan to carry the championship into WrestleMania. I think Rhea winning here would set up the best future for the belt and for the women's division as a whole. So I'm gonna go with Rhea here. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but that's what I'm hoping for. Now let's move on to the match that I think is gonna open the show. It's gonna be Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns in Tribal Combat. This match has a lot of possibility to have The Rock come back in it or after it. So I think this is like the perfect match to start your Raw career on Netflix on. The shenanigans are going to be outrageous, I'm sure, as have all the Tribal Combat matches. I think I was going to say I think Roman's going to win, but I'm going to go with Solo Sikoa here. Roman's already established. Like, Roman could lose for the rest of the year, get pinned every time, and still be just as strong as when he returns. This isn't a rivalry I'm personally sick of yet. We could have another match, maybe Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, or even down the road at WrestleMania. But yeah, I think Rock coming out, definitely a possibility. The OG bloodline and the new bloodline having some kind of like battle in the ring is definitely a possibility here. I'm really looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be good. I think it's for the Ula Fala. I could be mistaken here. Somebody drop it in the comments and let me know if I'm right. But yeah, I think it's for the Ula Fala. So high stakes, even though it's not a championship, it is a big stake in the WWE universe. So good match coming up. I'm excited. I'm going to give Solo the dub here. And finally, we move on to our main event of the evening. It's going to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in an absolutely bitter rivalry between the two of them here. Ever since CM Punk returned at Survivor Series last year, WWE fans and wrestling fans alike have been waiting for this match, just on the edge of our seats waiting for this match, because we knew it was going to deliver as far as promos and as far as match quality goes. The story's just been building, even though it's just kind of been in the background, been slowly progressing, not even having the two superstars talking to each other most of the time. They're still building up this whole rivalry. And then obviously that promo battle that they just had was one of the best I've ever seen in my life, and did a great job of selling the match, selling why it should be the main event of the first Raw on Netflix. Really just doing a great job of wanting people to tune in. And I know I want to tune into that match. So I'm really excited. Like I said, rivalry's been brewing for a year. So I thought maybe they were going to do this at Mania, since it's been brewing for so long. Just take it out till Mania. And they still could. They could make it like a trilogy, with this being the first one. Maybe having one at Elimination Chamber and then another one at Mania. CM Punk's already kind of announced that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble match, so I don't think they'll be having another match at Royal Rumble itself. Maybe one of them costs the other in the Royal Rumble match to get to that Mania match, which I still think, even if there's not a title involved, could very well main event the whole show. So I'm excited for the match. Definitely the match I'm most excited for. As far as who I think is going to win the match, I think it's going to be CM Punk due to some outside interference of some kind, a distraction, which I guess I'll just get into. This was supposed to be in the next section. So next section starts here. It's going to be like the miscellaneous, what I think is going to happen. Not anything confirmed for the show, just what I think is going to happen. This is all like just dream booking at this point, but I say like the two guys are down in the ring. They're like beating the piss out of each other. And then maybe like CM Punk gets the upper hand. He's about to hit Seth Rollins with a chair or something. He has it above his head. And then we see Becky Lynch come out from behind, grab the chair, save her husband. And then we get AJ Lee's music pop to drive Becky Lynch away, to have it back to equal playing ground. I think it would absolutely pop the audience and pop me big. I know that. I was a huge AJ Lee guy when she was in the WWE back in like the early 2010s, I believe. So yeah, I think that's one of my big surprise return / rivalry setups that we're going to be getting. Another thing I think could happen that I mentioned earlier is The Rock coming out. He's not confirmed for this show, but I could definitely see him coming out either during the Tribal Combat thing or during the Cody Rhodes segment. Probably more so during the Tribal Combat thing, though, because I think it just makes more sense as far as storyline goes. And then finally, I think we could also see a Charlotte Flair return here. I think she's probably been healthy for a little bit now. I think it was a knee injury, happened well over a year ago at this point, or maybe it was just about a year ago. Either way, I think she's ready to come back. She's just been waiting for the right spot, and Road to WrestleMania starts here, so why not bring her back at such a big show? Actually, I do have one more thing. Pentagon Jr. isn't confirmed for the show either, but we did get a pretty big teaser about him. So we could also see him show up at the first Raw. If not the first Raw, I could definitely see him just coming in at the Royal Rumble. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be a video. I know it was kind of all over the place. My mind was kind of wandering at some points here. A lot of ums in there also, but we're working on it to bring you guys better content. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy watching Raw on Netflix. It's going to be a great show. Probably one of the best of the year. So enjoy that. And have a great freaking day, guys.